Back in 2017, the late and legendary Tupac Shakur's Woodland Hills mansion came on the market for over $2.6 million. This was the last home of the influential rapper, where he lived back in 1995 to 1996 with his fiancée Kidada Jones. The Mediterranean estate spans 5,895 square feet with 6 bedrooms and luxury features. And while Tupac didn't live here long, his legacy is still alive in the home with his lyrics, "Let no man separate what we create," carved into the concrete outside. Today, we'll take a look at Tupac's former abodes like this one and a couple others. In these videos, we don't reveal any addresses, and even though I've done a house tour of my own place, please do not show up at any private residences because it's not safe for anyone. Tupac Shakur, known also by his stage name Tupac, was a rapper, songwriter, and actor who's widely considered to be one of the most influential rappers of all time. A lot of his work addressed social issues that affected inner cities, and he often served as an activist against equality. Sadly, on September 7th, 1996, Shakur was shot 4 times by an unknown shooter in a drive-by in Las Vegas, passing away 6 days later. His unexpected death shocked fans and the public alike. Tupac was one of the best-selling music artists of all time, or still is for that matter, as 5 platinum albums of his were released after his death. He sold over 75 million records worldwide. While reports claim Tupac's net worth at the time of his passing was only about $200K, his estate would blow up in the decades to follow thanks to his unreleased records, and these days that number is closer to $40 million. As you might expect, Tupac's former Woodland Hills estate was jam-packed with deluxe features. We're talking a luxurious master suite with its own private living room, 3 walk-in wardrobes, and a hot tub, plus a resort-style backyard. It's really a shame he didn't get to spend more time here. We did a little digging and even managed to find Tupac's childhood home in Baltimore, along with his very first apartment in Oakland, Los Angeles. Hey everyone, I'm Kara the Vampire Slayer here for you with another exclusive house tour on Famous Entertainment. This one, checking out the homes of the legendary Tupac Shakur. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and ring that bell for notifications because we post brand new videos daily. As always, you can follow me over on Instagram to chat, and now let's get into this video. Back in 1995, Tupac began renting out a stunning Mediterranean-style residence in the Woodland Hills area of California near the Calabasas border. The impressive spread was rented out for Shakur and his fiancée Kidada Jones by his label Death Row Records. Unfortunately, the couple were actually in the process of purchasing the home before Tupac was tragically shot down in Las Vegas in 1996. The spacious home spanned 5,895 square feet of space with 6 beds and 5 baths. And during Shakur's days, the extra space was often used to house his friends and fam, giving the home a dorm-like vibe. His mom, sister, and nieces were among the guests staying at his mansion, even the rapper's teenage cousins. In fact, to keep his family and friends entertained, Shakur installed banks of video games and slot machines in the home. The home has changed hands a number of times since Tupac lived there, and one former resident was DJ Lethal Demont of Limp Bizkit. Over the years, the property has been visibly updated since the late 1990s at a cost of around $1 million. However, to this day, Tupac's lyrics, "Let no man separate what we create," is still carved into the concrete outside. While Demont owned the residence, he managed to carefully remove a piece of the hand-etched concrete that said Machiavelli and turned it into a coffee table as respect to the late rapper, but he left the rest. The private property boasts a wide brick driveway with space for up to 15 cars, 2 dog runs, and an exterior covered in ivy with 2 glass doors that enter to the front foyer. Upon entry, the foyer offers a combination of French pillow stone and cherry hardwood flooring that dominate the interior, a sweeping staircase, elegant light fixtures, custom seating, and more. The large entryway has massive windows, one with bench-style seating, and a cozier formal living room off to one side with a fireplace and high-class decoration. The sprawling kitchen has French doors to the outside, granite counters, and high-end stainless appliances. Not to mention, the kitchen connects directly to a cozy family room with another fireplace, large TV, plush sofas, as well as sliders to a secluded patio area. Other main floor spaces in Tupac's former mansion include a formal dining room with wrought iron chandelier, custom cabinets, and more doors to the resort-like backyard, as well as a bedroom plus ensuite bath with a maid's quarters. The remainder of the guest rooms are located on the second level and connected by Jack and Jill bathrooms. Tupac's former master suite was totally MTV Cribs ready, complete with fireplace and custom mantle, separate sitting area, and private balcony with views of the grounds. If all of that wasn't enough, the private retreat had a whopping 3 walk-in closets, one of which was a shoe closet, perfect for holding all of the late rapper's kicks. Then the ensuite bathroom offered a spa-like experience, complete with 2 steamers in the wide glass shower and a jacuzzi tub complete with fireplace and flat-screen TV hovering above. I mean, what more could you ask for? Additional ensuite bathroom features included his or her sinks, a marble-top vanity, and floor-to-ceiling mirrored entrance plastered in chandeliers. As you'd expect with an A-list celebrity such as Tupac, the palace was jam-packed with features found both in the interior and exterior of the home. The digs also included a wet bar, temperature-controlled wine fridge, games room with arcade games and slot machines, plus a ton of sliders which seamlessly transitioned the interior to the exterior. The backyard would make any resident feel as if they're at a resort where there were a ton of stone terraces, some covered and some open, one seating area even boasting 2 brick wood-burning fireplaces. In fact, the grounds are built for entertaining with full outdoor kitchen, barbecue, and bar. Not to mention, there was also a pool and spa with waterfall feature and an additional secluded patio surrounded by fruit and palm trees. With multiple lounging areas, plenty of lush grass, and a gorgeous view of Calabasas and West Valley, this backyard was definitely any entertainer's dream, just like listing materials said. Nearly 20 years later, Tupac's one-time mansion came up on the market in 2017 for just over $2.6 million. And I think that's more than worth it, since anyone purchasing the place got a ton of luxury amenities and a bit of Tupac's legacy. While Tupac's final years were spent with a ton of cash in a gorgeous home in Los Angeles, Shakur grew up in poverty. From 1974 to 1983, Tupac and his family were moving from shelter to shelter in East Harlem, looking for a place to live. In 1984, Tupac and his family relocated to Baltimore, Maryland, in this first apartment of a brick row house in the small North Baltimore neighborhood of Penn Lucy. The area isn't exactly glamorous or safe, which is probably why the home last sold in May of 2011 for $26,000. Today, the home is valued around $135,000 and spans 1,798 square feet and boasts 3 bedrooms and 2 baths. As you may notice from the listing photos, the bedrooms are tiny and have damaged walls with very small windows. The home itself doesn't include a kitchen, but rather a kitchenette with combination living and dining room. As you can see, the kitchenette includes out-of-date appliances, a petite sink, and very little cabinet space or room for seating. The living and dining room